All right. Number one, multiplying decimals. Unlike whole numbers, well, unlike adding and subtracting, you don't have to line up at the decimal. So since 0.21 has more decimal places, we can put it on top. Put our 4.3 on the bottom. Multiply like normal and ignore your decimals for now. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Cross out, placeholder. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Add them up. 3, 10, 9. You then want to go and count your places after the decimal and your factors. The first one has 2 places. The second one has 1 place. So that means we need 3 digits after the decimal. 1, 2, 3. So that means all of those will go after the decimal. We put a 0 in the front. All right, number 2, 4.32 divided by 1.2. All right, so to divide decimals, you have to remember that you got to get a whole number in your divisor on the outside. And if we make the outside a whole number, then do the same on the inside. So move that one side, move one side on the inside. So now we have 43.2 that is going to be divided by 12. You can go ahead and move your decimal up. 43 divided by 12 would be 3 for 36. Subtract. You get 7. Bring down the last digit. 72 divided by 12 will give us 6. We see that we do not have anything left over, so our answer will be 3.6. 3.6. All right, number 3. 2 1/4 times 2/3. You got to remember that we cannot multiply with mixed numbers. Got to change to improper fraction. 2 times 4 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. So we have 9/4 being multiplied by 2/3. And of course, we'll multiply our numerators and our denominators straight across. 9 times 2 is 18. 4 times 3 is 12. That's an improper fraction, so we would then divide it out. 18 divided by 12 is 1. Subtract, we get 6 left over. 6 will become our numerator. 12 is our denominator. And 6/12 simplifies to 1/2. So 1 6/12, which is the same as 1 1/2. All right, number 4, 2 1/2 being divided by 1 1/4. First, want to change both to improper fractions. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So we have 5/2 divided by 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5, divided by 5/4. With dividing fractions, we keep our first fraction. So we're going to keep our 5/2. That division is going to change to multiplication. And then we'll take the reciprocal or flip our second fraction to get 4/5. Then we'll multiply across. 5 times 4 is 20. 2 times 5 is 10. Then, of course, we can divide it out. 20 divided by 10 will give us 2 as a whole number. Nothing left over. So just 2. All right, number 5 says write the fraction as a decimal and a percent. The hint told us divide or scale up to 100. All percents have 100 as a denominator, so we can make an equivalent fraction. 20 times 5 would be 100, so we would do 13 times 5, which would give us 65. 65 hundredths, we should know hundreds is 2 places after the decimal, so we would get 0.65. All right, number 6 says solve for the missing number. In order to get the missing number, you kind of pay attention to those equivalent fractions. We see that 5 times 2 is 10 and 4 times 2 is 8. So we'll do the same with 20. 5 times 4 is 20. So then 4 times 4 would give us 16. All right, number 7 says order the fractions from least to greatest. In order to do that, we need a common denominator. 20 is the largest, so we need to take them all to 20. So we're going to make equivalent fractions first with 20. All right. 10 times 2 is 20, so 2 times 2 will give us 4. 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 4 will give us 16. 5 times 4 is 20 again. And 5 times 4 again will give us 20. Putting them in order from least to greatest. So we got 12, 20, 4, 20, 16, 20, and 20, 20. Least would be the 4, and it started out as 2/10. So 2/10 would come first. Then we got our 12 over 20. 16 over 20, which was 4/5. And the last one would be 20 over 20, which is 5/5. All right, number 8 asks, which is the better buy. In order to get the better buy, we need to find the unit rate, or in other words, divide it out. So that'll be 240 divided by 12, which will give us 2 for 24, nothing left over. So it'll be 20 cents for 1 pencil. Then we got the $3.60 being divided by 14. 14 times 2 is 28. Subtract that, we get 8 and a 0. That's possibly 5. Let's see. That would be 70. It'll give us 10 and 0. We'll keep dividing, but right now we see 20 cents and 25 cents. And 20 cents would be the better buy or cheaper. So the $2.40 for 12 pencils.